Hello everyone and welcome back to another NASCAR Racing 2003 live stream. How is everyone doing tonight? Thank you so much for tuning in. I know this is a late one, but the painting streams usually are. It's usually the only time I do painting for NR2003. So alas, here I am. Thank you so much everyone tuning in. As you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be attempting to paint Bill Elliott's Road America Xfinity Series car that just got revealed for the race in a week and a half today. Or just got revealed today for the race coming up in a week and a half. Got that backwards. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Going to be attempting to paint that car that got revealed, which I will get to in a second. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Gotta give a big shout out to my Patreon supporters, Adria Fitzy, Tommy Joyce, Jay Barker, and Kingster Cole. Thank you so much for your support on there. If you would like to join them, find out how you can support this channel, and see what kind of rewards you can get in return for doing so, please feel free to go check out my page. The link is down below in the description, as is the link for my Facebook and Twitter pages if you are interested in following me on social media. And I'm also streaming these live streams to Twitch as we speak, if you are interested in following me on there as well. Thanks, Vehicle Crashmaster, for tuning in. How are you doing? Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. Sorry, I'm going to have to keep my voice down for this one. And I see we already got a super chat from your creepy uncle. It says, Cody, go to bed. No, I don't want to. People want this car painted, as do I, so we are going to be painting it. Alright, so it got announced earlier today, or well, it got revealed earlier today by GMS Racing what the paint scheme would be. And here we are on GMS Racing's Twitter page. We got pictures of what the car is going to look like. Here's probably the best one right here. We got ISM Connect as the primary sponsor on the hood and on the quarter panel. Got Junior Johnson Associates, which I wasn't able to find that logo, so we might have to make one for that. And then we got the regular contigs. We got a few down here by the rear tire. Obviously the number up front, and I'm assuming up back, side, and roof. We got the awesome cherry red looking paint scheme. Almost looks like a Coca-Cola can or bottle. No, not bottle, can. Almost looks exactly like the Coca-Cola red. Got that one white stripe going down the top. The little A or B pillar, whatever pillar those are, logos right there. And then the signature. This one otherwise doesn't look too terribly complicated. We will see how that goes. Alright, so let's go right into GIMP, which is my software I use for painting. And before we get started, I will get some shout outs in. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Tropical Cyclone, What Incarnation, J-Rex 100 HD, NASCAR Pennzoil Series, 13th Rocket, Pantalica, how are you doing? Dale the Intimidator, RB Gardner, Bailey Cody 25, your creepy uncle, thanks again for the super chat, I really appreciate it, bud. Jet Spartan, oops, Dale the Intimidator, who else? I saw Clayton Whitaker, Adria Fitzy, Sylvie Gang. I know I saw Drive-Thru in here earlier. There you are. Sebastian Kukulon for life. Thunderstruck Crashing. Alright, go back down to the bottom. Harley Bardo. Alrighty, so first thing what we're going to want to do, obviously, is turn this from yellow to the red. So we're going to click that. Get a similar looking red going. You can always change it later. You can always change the base. Let's just try to get a similar looking red. Get that nice, bright, deep, pure red. Just like I said, it looks like a Coke can, the color. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Perfect. We're almost already done. Yeah, it's about right. Just like I said, we can always change it later. Actually, Got a little purplish to it. Let's go slightly this way on the spectrum, just a hair. There we go. So like I said, we can always change the base color later. And I apologize in advance if this stream isn't going to be nearly as exciting as you think it might be. Or at least my commentary isn't as wonderful. Alright, I'm going to turn the face cam back on because for the window mode I usually have it turned off. Edit scene. Click on the chat. Make that a little bit bigger. Scroll it down. Alright, there we go. Back to GIMP. Alright, so we got the color out of the way. That suit actually looks cool. Just the default one. Alright. Next we need numbers. So first off, I'm going to try racing graphics. Try to see if I can find similar numbers to what we got going on for this car. I'm not a number expert by any means, so I have no idea. It's GMS Racing numbers. I suppose I could try Googling that. GMS Racing number set. I'll try to pay extra special attention to the chat right now because I know you guys have been really helpful with helping me find a lot of things in the past with some of these other cars I've been painting. Goki, however that's pronounced, how are you doing? My evening's going fine, thank you. Damian Chilano, Clayton Whitaker, I already got you. Dale Sr. I don't know why this chat isn't automatically scrolling down on my phone. I have to keep scrolling down automatically. Alright, I don't see any numbers particularly close. So we're going to skip the numbers for now. Just go right to the stripe. Alright, just straight across to both wheel wells. Just right around in the middle. Looks pretty level. Simple enough. Alright, this red actually is bugging me a little bit. I think I made it a little too purplish. There we go, that's better. Alright, so right above the base layer, we're going to make a new layer. Stripes. The white stripes. Alright, what is what I'm looking for? Obviously we want them to be white. The white stripes. Oh yeah, I wanted the wire frame, that's what I was looking for. Good old wire frame. Let's take a good look at the stripes. Alright, they come up pretty far. Just like right around here. Just maybe a little bit above the middle point. Alright, get this centered. I think I'm gonna follow this as a guideline. Gonna do right around there. It's right around here, and then I'm kind of, this line right here, I'm kind of matching up right where it meets this gray area, and then clicking off to the side a little bit, and then same thing with this line right there, kind of right where it meets the gray part. Boom. Boom. Alright, I'm on the right layer. Maybe just a tad thicker. Maybe just a little bit thicker. Shoot. Just go a little bit above. A little bit below. Same thing with over here. Alright, that looks better. And yeah, these contingencies don't get down to the stripe. There's 3 right there. How many are in the template? 3. Alright. We can always move these stripes down a little bit, but we are going to copy that, paste it down under the layer, and then paste another one over. Bring it over here to approximately the same spot. Right-click, layer, transform, flip vertically, center it back to around to where those we were using for those guides. I think I'm going to bring that other stripe down just a little bit. Alright, right around there looks good. So we got a shot of the right side of the car, and it ends just a little bit below that contingency, which we might switch around the contingencies later, so I'm just going to move the stripe down a little bit. Same way I did with the other one. Alright. Off to a good start, because that's literally the only design part of the car. Now I just need the logos, the numbers, this little logo, and the contingencies, the signature. Actually, let's do the signature right now, because I already have that downloaded. NR2003 files. Yeah, that's right. God damn it, I keep having to scroll down manually to have the stupid live chat refresh. NR2003 Gamer, how are you doing? Trying to give a shout out to every new person in the chat. I love red too, Chilano. That's my favorite color. Anyone else I missed? Doesn't look like it. Alright. So we're going to go to Paint. Signatures. We got a picture of Chase Briscoe there because I put that in the wrong folder. Alright, I think this is the closer one. Do I have that page pulled up? No, I got rid of it. But there was 2 signatures I had good copies of. And I tried looking at pictures. It looked like this was the closer one. This one looked like too good. It looked like this was a fan-made one. This one was copied off of a like signed piece of merchandise. So we're gonna go edit with GIMP with that. And the guy already has it in PNG format with the transparent background. All we have to do is just copy, paste, make this white, grab our paintbrush and paint away. Alright, copy. Oops. Alright, once again, new layer. We'll do it right above the stripes layer. Signature. Signature. Certainly. Got the 3 Stooges. Control V, paste. Let's bring this to about where it would be. Zoom in. Shift plus. Alright, it looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of rotation action. think it's going to be right in this part. We'll have to see once we pull up the car viewer. Alright, I think we want to make this a little bit smaller first. And then layer. Oops, no, I want to do is rotate. Alright, we'll rotate it this way by 9.34. Oh shoot, I'm actually gonna copy first and then rotate. So I can paste and then go back to the level one. Actually, it looks like a little too much. Try the next one, which is 8.10. There we go, it looks better. I think it's gonna be somewhere around there. But to see for sure, first we are going to take the mask and the wireframe off. Export as. I have to remember how to do this. Oh yeah, documents, NR2003 files, paint, XS17, Camaro viewer, card.bmp is what we want to save it at. Export. Alright, we're going to pull up the car viewer. Open texture, paint, 17, Camaro, card. Oh, that's right. I need to open that first. I was confused. There we go. Here we go. Alright, try to get it around the same angle that photo on the Twitter page is at. Alrighty, so far so good. Now we just need numbers and the ISM logo, which we can actually work on right now. I think I need to find a different logo because the ISM part is a different font in the one that I downloaded from the one that's on the hood. Let's actually go to sort by date. Oh, it's doing that. Just needs to load. Alrighty. Here we go. Where is it? I thought I saved it. Apparently not. ISM Connect. Alright, this is the one I saved. The Connect part is right, but the ISM is a different font. Got the Chase Briscoe face. So I actually used his face on for the driver for that scheme. Alright, now we go back to this folder. ISM Connect, edit with GIMP. Alright, first off we want all of this white. Boom. Alright, so right off the bat we can do the connect on the quarter panels. Because if you look closely, the ISM right there, and then we go over to the picture, it's a different font. So you can see the little pointed parts on the end of the I and the S and the M. That isn't on there. But the Connect logo, oh shoot, it is ISM Connect in the back. Shoot. Alright, I can make a different ISM right now. transparency, add alpha channel, delete. I can just make my own ISM font, or try to. Alright, I need to find a font that has the little points on the end of the text. First we gotta put in the ISM. Whoops. Cancel. Darn it. Accidentally hit the shear tool hotkey. It's the old Budweiser font. I see. That makes sense. With the throwback scheme and all. Oh. A little bit. It's closer than the one we have. I wish there was a way to just scroll through the fonts using the arrow key. But it won't let you. Yeah, darn it. Looking for one that's got little points on the end. How about that? Nope. Too pointy. We're looking for more rectangles at the end of the letters. It's the best way I can describe it. Did the chat freeze? Shouldn't have. Ooh, darn it. The eyes have it, but not the S or the M. That's not terrible. It's not as close as we need it to be, though. Keep looking. Getting there. Too bad there's no Budweiser font preset in GIMP. Ooh. Nope, never mind. Didn't want the italic. Didn't want that either. If we can't find the exact font shortly. Ooh, darn it, that's kind of close, but the S is a little weird. Almost seems like the S is like tilted. Ah, darn it, that's close-ish. Nope. Too bad there's no Budweiser font. I wonder if I could Google Budweiser font download. If that'll work the same way the driver banner font download worked. Let's try it. Budweiser font, download. Oops, not images. Brewmaster regular. That's... oh yeah, shoot, that's the new Budweiser font. Free beer font. Maybe that's what we need. Link to the template I use. Just Google NXS17 templates. It's the first one that comes up on Sim Racing Design. That's where I got the template. And same thing for the car viewer. Just Google NXS17 car viewer files. Darn it, I don't know if I'm gonna find what I'm looking for on this site. Best free vintage fonts. Actually, looks like we might accidentally stumble upon something similar to what we're looking for. Ah, darn it. Yeah, sorry I'm not more exciting right now. I know this is kind of boring for a lot of you. Yeah, it's the same. The modern day Budweiser font. You know what? I'll do what at least what I can do for sure and start working on the contingencies. That's right, we were looking at that signature. I kind of got sidetracked in the middle of that. Signature needs to be shrunk more. Definitely shrunk more. Layer, scale, let's try 140 for the width. Control C to copy. Actually, I think the width is good. I think I need to shrink down the height a little bit, actually. So maybe make it like 46, 44. And then do the rotate tool. Actually, 6.85 looks like it might be a little better. Put it right in here. Line up this edge right with this part of the wireframe. And try to keep it between these two sections, or these two lines. Alright, we'll try that. Undo that. Export. Then refresh the texture, see if that looks better. Better. Alright, we'll try the other side. We can always adjust it later. As long as we have it somewhat decent. Alright, click to paste that onto the layer. Layer, transform, rotate 180. Scroll back here, get that wireframe back. And using the rotate tool, we're going to rotate it the other way, 6.95, whatever it was. 6.85. There we go. Alright, then how did I have it lined up down here? Alright, along this line, the best I can. lined up with this edge. Seems to be good right there. Alright, it's not perfect, but as long as it's somewhat decent, we can always fine-tune it later on. Alright, so we got it on both sides. Actually, it might need to go up on this side just a little bit. Alright. We need numbers. Does anyone know what numbers this thing is using? Anyone else? Julian Munoz, thanks for tuning in. Marsha Don, sorry I didn't give you a shout out before. I answered your question. Alex Niem2. There's our gamer. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone in the chat. Is it frozen again? No, it's not. Alright, what next? What next? Ooh, I'm gonna have to do that. Since it's a road course, they're gonna be going around the other way. I'm gonna need to move the gas cap on the right. Maybe I'll do that right now before I forget. Or am I not able to do that? Or am I able to do that? Let's find out. Gotta scour the layers, see if we can find the fuel part. Splitter edge, I don't know why that's green. We'll change that in a little bit to black or red or whatever it is. Car parts, would it be part of? Yep. I don't know, is this part of the wheels down here? I hope. Yeah, we're gonna move. Big Evil might have them. Big Evil might have them. Big Evil Racing. Oh shoot, I accidentally hit 2. Downloads. NR2003. Or would it be under painting? Yeah, it would be under painting. Backspace. Painting. Numbers, awesome. It wouldn't be a late night stream without cracking open a cold one with the boys. This stream is not brought to you by Rolling Rock Extra Pale. It could be, though. Is that all the Xfinity numbers there are? Where's the next page button? Page 105. Where's the next page button? Am I blind? Back? Is this it? Or is this going back to the numbers? Oh, what the heck? Is there no next page? It says page 1 of 5. What the heck? Well, this is weird. I'm confused. Maybe Firefox is being weird. Maybe if I use Chrome. Arial italicized, that is the number font. For what? For the ISM part? Dylan does stuff. Shadowheart. Blaze Driggers. Thanks for tuning in, guys and gals. Yeah, seriously, what the heck? Do you guys know what's going on here? How come I can't... How come there's like no next page button? Oh, right here. It's kind of hidden. Page 2, there we go. I guess I'm blind. That looks kind of weird. You'd think there'd be little spaces in between. 23. Is that the... Yep, GMS Racing. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Download. Open. Gonna extract documents. NR2003 files. Paint. Numbers. Trying to be organized with this. Alright, go back into that folder. Numbers. Where's the one we just got? 23 GMS numbers. Look at that. Is it just purely the white numbers? Do you have any shadow or anything? I don't think so. Just purely the white numbers. Sweet, that'll be easy. That'll be easy. Alright, so get rid of that. That, and that. So that just means we've got to make this part white. We'll be all set to copy them over to the template. Oops. For some reason, when changing the color, I like to just do that instead of using the bucket fill tool. Alright, copy. Go back over here. Right above the stripes layer, we'll put the numbers. Make a new layer, label it numbers, paste. Alrighty, and they're tilted slightly or skewed slightly to the right, which it looks like, yes. I don't think that's the exact numbers. That's definitely not the number. I think I gotta go retro. Yeah, that's definitely not the number. I'm glad I think I gotta go retro numbers in the download section. Who told me that they were on Big Evil Racing? Where do I need to go now? Cup Series. Is there a retro number? Maybe Darlington Retro? Maybe we can try this. Oh, that's not the right 23. For Bill's number, it's just Arial italicized. That's all it is. Are you sure? I mean, I'll take your word for it if you're sure. Alright, I'll take your word for it. Let's go back over to this one. Zoom out a little bit. I'll make the number big. Alright, Arial italicized. Is it Arial italic or Arial bold italic? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, guys. I must have hit the stupid hotkey for the game screen at some point. Sorry, you didn't really miss much. Arial italic. Arial bold or Arial regular? Sorry guys, I'm sorry. Zach is good at games, Dylan does stuff. Alex Johanning, RB Gardner, just making sure I didn't miss anyone. Alright, what else did I miss in the chat? I suppose if I looked at the chat more frequently, I would have been able to see that. Alright, let's see what that looks like versus italic. Or versus, oh yeah, that's definitely bold. Definitely bold. Arial, bold italic. Yeah, that does look pretty good. It's probably as close as I'm gonna get. Thank you, Adria. Alright, let's copy that over. Control C, Control Z, Control Z, Control V. So how does that look? I think it's decent. I just gotta move the 3 just slightly closer to the 2. There we go. And I can always make it a little, yeah, I'm noticing some editing I'm having to do with this number now. Control C, Control V. Oops. Alright, just got to do a little bit of editing with the number, but it otherwise looks good. Yeah, we got to just move the 3 just a little bit closer. Then we got to trim the these parts to be perfectly perfectly flat, it looks like. So I think I got to go like this. Let's bring it right up to where the point is on this side. Delete. Delete. Alright, much better. I think I gotta make them a little bit thicker too. So for that we gotta Alpha to selection for the layer that they're on. Select, grow. Oh, a little too much. There we go. Now that's looking good. Probably as close as we're gonna get. Alright, what else did I miss in the chat? Alright, copy. Looks better. Alright, firstly, let's do the other side first, since that's the one we can see in the picture. Alright, bring the wireframe and the mask back. Zoom this in a little bit. It looks like we gotta scale this down. Alright, it comes just looking where the top of the number ends. Same with the bottom. I thought of something else now. Gonna do this right away now too. Add the outline. Where is what I'm looking for? Oh yeah, here. Alpha to selection. Grow. Let's try 4. Click the red we used for the paint color of the car. Oops. Yeah, Control Z instead of Control C. Control C. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we got the stripe. Darn it, and I never did the thing for the bottom of the 3. Shoot. So many errors on my part. Looks like that 3 is completely flat on the side too right here. So I might as well just shave that down. Or does that make it look too weird? Yeah. It's fine the way it is. Kind of. Alpha to selection. Select. I think 3 was actually a little better. Shoot. actually... There we go. Now there's no stupid little parts that got missed. Alrighty, now let's try this. Sorry. I'm just trying to be as close with this as possible. Alright, that is the same color. Okay. Alright, so first off, we're going to transform. Rotate this 180. We're going to do this side first, since that's the one we can see in the picture. Scale it down a little bit. Alright, I thought you guys said the chat was frozen, but it's not. Alright, so it goes, the top of the stripe is below that bottom part of the middle of the 3. It's like up there. Alright, now let's see how it's aligned. Alright, it's a little to the right. It's kind of right in the center of the window. It's right in the center of the window, which it looks like we are too. Alright, looks pretty good. So, I get the wireframe, see where this is lined up. Actually, better yet, where is image guides? Here we go. New guide. Vertical. Perfect. Alright, we're going to copy the number, paste it onto the layer. Oops. Actually, I want to do something first. Alright, so we have it lined up with the center of that guide. Now we'll copy it. Paste it. Alright, so this part is just below this line in the guide. So then we're going to go down here. Paste the number. Rotate it back 180. Snap it to the center of the guide. This part just below this guide on this part. Oh, nope, it was just below the other guide. Yeah, there we go. Because now this top of the stripe is below that bottom part of the 3, so that works out. Alrighty, now we need to get rid of the stripe in between the numbers. Yeah, zoom in. Shrink the eraser tool down. Actually, we're going to shrink it back up now just for this part. Alrighty, how's that look? Not too terrible so far. Alright, let's see how this looks in the car viewer. Oops, not export as, just export. There we go. Car viewer. I think I need to fix the signature on the passenger side. Move it up a little bit. Refresh current texture. I think the red needs to be just a little bit darker according to this picture, but we can change the red later. Not too shabby so far. Alright, so next we got to... Since I don't know the exact font for the ISM, for this ISM Connect, I got the Connect logo. I think the next best thing I can do is start working on the contingencies, lining them up exactly. I know I need to switch out the old Xfinity logo for the new 2018 one, so that I can try doing. A24 Rock says, your content is a lot less immature than the majority of NASCAR YouTubers. Thanks. Thank you so much for the super chat. I truly, truly appreciate your generosity. Thank you so much. You just made my night. Speaking of that, who else? Did I miss any shoutouts for anyone? Faceless Nas 64, thanks for tuning in. Jennifer Friedline. Anyone else I missed? Thank you again, A24 Rocks. You rock. Alright, what is next? I was going to work on the contingencies. Actually, the color is bugging me a little bit. I think I need to make it just a little bit pale, actually, is maybe what the issue is. Just desaturate the red just a little. Shoot. Whoops. Added that to the wrong layer. Much closer. Still not perfect, but it's much closer. It's kind of closer to how it is in that picture. Like I said, we can always change it later. Except now the outline for those numbers is going to be a little visible. Or will it? Is it going to be subtle enough to where you can't even notice? We got the numbers saved. I'll save the numbers as a separate thing so I can come back and edit this later. There you go. That one you can't really tell. Alright, contingencies. Is there a separate layer for the contingencies? Contingencies. Contigs. Boom. Alright, so these... The Holly MSD one, I know is right there, because that's what I was using to line up. Alright, we need to switch out Mobile 1... for the ARP. Oh shoot. I actually got to move the Holly MSD over here towards the numbers. Yeah, I gotta slide that one towards the numbers. Then Mobile 1. And then the new Xfinity series logo. Alright, so I'll do that first. Do we got Simpson right above that? Nope. That's Mobile 1. Darn it. Alright, so RCS can get deleted since that is nowhere on the real car. Anyone else I missed in the chat? Thanks again to A24 Rocks. Try the number font from Bill Elliott's car from 1985. I have not, but if you've got a link, I would be more than happy to try it. Alright, move the Simpson one out of the way. Just move that over here. Holly MSD, since whoever made this template, I'm sure knows what they're doing a lot more than I do. Gonna keep all these the same size so they're proportionate as possible. Copy. Now we're just gonna slide this over under to where that one was. Oops. Bring it back in the guide. Oops, I see just the slightest part I missed right there. Right, and then we're going to try to fit the Mobile 1 right in here. But first, got to do the same thing to the other side, which is delete this RCS, move the Simpson, because I want to keep that the same proportion, because there is a Simpson config on the car. It's just in a different spot. So I want to keep that. Just move it later. And then just literally just slide this over to underneath. Oh, darn it. There we go. Wireframe. Alright, close enough for now. Alright, so now I want to change this Xfinity logo to the new one. Do I have that yet? Yep, I did download it before. Edit with GIMP. You know, it's funny, I cracked this beer probably going on a half hour ago. I never even sipped it yet. There we go. It's the fuel I needed to keep going. Alright. It's got the transparent background and everything, so we can just copy it right over, and we're just gonna keep it in the same contigs layer, obviously. We're gonna shrink it down. We're gonna try to have all the borders match exactly the edge of the oval. I don't want it to be any bigger or any smaller. I want to keep it exactly the same size. So like that. Oh, that was almost perfect. Maybe just a hair smaller. Just double check, make sure that's the right thing. Looks like it is. Actually, I think if I shrink it down just one more notch, Actually be good now. Actually, literally one more notch. Yep, perfect. If I go any more this way, you can see the edge right down there. And if I go any more down this way, you can see the edge right over here. And same thing with the top to bottom. So that is literally the perfect size right there. Copy that right before we paste it to the layer. So we can come over here, paste it over the top of this one. Layer, transform, rotate 180. Get it perfectly over this one. Boom. Alright. That contingency's out of the way. The mobile one logo next. The one in between those two. Mobile one, I know I had it downloaded from before. All the Danica stuff from when I painted her IndyCar. Do I have any... I knew I had some mobile one logos. Just where are they? Let's go to sort by name. Go down to the M's. Mobile one. There we go. Is it the same one? There's a little bit of text. Need to see which contingency has the text. Mobile one contingency logo. I'll probably get rid of logo if I have contingency in there. What? Why is there a plus? This is what I'm looking for. It's actually perfect. All the little tiny imperfections and everything. Or this one's better. That one's better. Perfect. Mobile one, PNG. There we go. That's the one we want. Edit with GIMP. Alright, now we can just copy this right over to the contigs layer and our project over here. Paste. Gonna have to shrink this way down. Even more. Oh, too much. Alright, well, I gotta just fit right in between these two. So maybe down to 30 for height. Oop, close. Alright, let's see how it looks. Alright, it just looks a little closer to this side. Actually, it looks fairly centered to the Xfinity logo, with maybe just favoring the opposite number side just a little bit. The front side. So these are going to have to move too. I'm just deleting these other two contigs right here, since I don't think either of those are on the Holly Carbs, and what was the other one? ARP. Nope, no, neither are on. It's Duralast, and then that Mechanics one, that black and yellow rectangle. Alright, I suppose I should have done that before I paste in the mobile one. There we go. Alright, scale layer back down to 30 for the height. Actually, let's do 29. Alright, so we'll line it up perfectly with this part of the wireframe, and that actually looks good because it looked fairly centered under the Xfinity series with maybe just a little bit more towards the front side, and that's exactly what I did. Alrighty. Looks good. Let's copy and paste that and do the same thing on the other side. Delete these. It's under historical numbers at Big Evil Racing. Alright, perfect. So I do have the actual numbers. Oh, this is number 9 as a reference. Yeah, that doesn't help me too much. I appreciate the suggestion, but I don't know what the number 9 is gonna do for me right now. And then we're lining up with this side of the wireframe right there again. Boom. Alright, so these 3 contingencies are done. Now we just need to do the mechanics wear, Durlast, and Simpson. Let's do the mechanics wear first, since that looks like it's lined up perfectly with the Xfinity. I know I have that one downloaded. Yep, right here. Look at that. Right, available to use. Copy. Make sure I'm still on the contingencies layer. Paste. Whoa, that's big. Alright, it looks like it's perfectly lined up height-wise with the Xfinity one. Actually, no, it's a little bit smaller height-wise than the Xfinity one. Shrink it down more. A little bit more. Maybe like 32 for the height. Alright, does there look good? Just have a little bit of a gap lined up flush with the top part. And it's a little bit smaller height-wise. Looks pretty good. Copy. Do the same thing over here. Oops. Not scale. I want to transform. There we go. Alright, looks good to me. Alright, what's the next one? The Duralast. That's right, the Duralast batteries. Do I have Duralast or do I gotta download that? I'm not sure. Let's take what we've got so far. And actually, oops, seatbelts, didn't want to take that off. Mask, wireframe, there we go. Don't want to take the seatbelts off. Alright, what? Export. And here's the next thing we're going to do. Export as C drive, Papyrus, NR2003, series, no, not series. Exports, imports. Bill Elliott 2018. Oh, that's weird to type. No, not bitmap. We want to .tga. There we go. That's the important part. I almost forgot. Now we're gonna come in here and create the car itself that we can keep updating, but we just want to have a in-game reference of what it will look like. Hurry up, opponent manager. Holy crap, have I seriously been going for almost an hour and a half already? Chevy. Bill Elliott 2018. Oops. Let's do 23. Bill Elliott, number 23. Sponsor is the ISM Connect. Connect. Team, what is that? The GM what racing? GMS Racing. That's racing. Alright, let's see what this rough copy of the scheme so far looks like in the game. Bill Elliott 2018. Alright, so that's what it looks like so far. Definitely got a long way to go, but it's a start. It's a start. Save, so the car is at least created. There's no race car decal on the car. You are right indeed. I gotta get rid of that one too. Suarez does have a nice mustache, you're right. On the backdrop screen for the for this game. Yeah, that's all you see is his nose, his mouth, and his mustache. Alright, let's go down to the 23s. Richard Petty. Different NASCAR legend. What if he came out of retirement for a Xfinity Series race? Could you imagine? Single race. Road America. Road America. Let's test this thing out for a couple seconds. There we go.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Pits. Oh. Just cut off Matt Tift. Turn 1. Turns 2 and 3. This is technically turn 3, even though I don't really consider that tiny little right-hand kink a turn. Sargento Bridge. This curve right here is turn 4 under the bridge. And then down to turn 5. Oh, he's blew third gear. Where me and my buddy were watching the IndyCar race. In turn 5, and those bleachers back there. The hill under the Corvette Bridge into turn 6. Fast hand, right hand, turn 7, through hurry downs, downshift back into first to take turn 8, into the carousel, turns 9 and 10, under the Suzuki Bridge, into the famous kink. I have no idea what speed I can take it at in the stock cars. Oh, that's right, I blew second gear, or third gear. And then downshift, back into first gear for Canada Corner, turn 12. These little S's almost, which is turn 13 right here. And then into the final turn, turn 14. Oh, that's what you do. Terrible downshift right there. And accelerate up the hill, under the front stretch, across the start-finish line. It's a bit lower on the right-hand side. And then let's wreck ourselves across the front of Austin Dillon, because why not? Alright, so that's what Bill Elliott... Hopefully his race at Xfinity doesn't end that way. Or at Road America. Alright, nice little porta potty there. Alright, back to painting. Enough goofing around. Enough goofing around. Alright, what is next? The Duralast logo. That's right, that's what I was looking for. Duralast. Oh, I think this might be the closest one. Duralast brakes. Oh, we already got it. We already got it. It's not that one, it's a different one. Sort by date, that'll help. No, I don't have it downloaded. I didn't think so. Probably something else named the same thing. Duralast brakes. There, we'll just be organized with it right off the bat. Edit with a GIMP. Layer, transparency, add alpha channel. Whoa, what the heck did I do? Add alpha channel. What in the heck? Oh, shoot. I was hitting the wrong thing. Let's zoom in and just get rid of these little imperfections right on the side there. You can see, since it's not the highest resolution picture, there's just a little bit of spots left over here and over here on the angled part. It's going to be pretty small, so it doesn't have to be too high resolution, the contingency. Copy. Right back to here. Make sure we're on the contingencies layer, and then right under mechanics layer. Yeah, that's the closest one I've got. Here we go. Duralast. Under the mechanics wear. Alright, what is it height-wise in comparison to the mobile one? It's about the same as the mobile one height-wise. But it's up a little higher than it because the mechanics wear is shorter than the Xfinity. Just a little bit more. Perfect. Because this angle right there is right at the corner of the mechanics wear. This lines up right at over the mobile one, and then it ends a little higher than the mobile one right there. Yep. All the factors of that contingency look good. It means we can copy, paste it up top over here. Layer, transform, rotate 180. Hold on. Shoot, I think I got that backwards. kind of confused right now, but I'll do the finishing touches on that later. Alright, now we just need to move the Simpson on each side back to about where it goes. Alright, it's lined up right with the bottom right edge of the Duralast. Alright, looks pretty good. This is probably going to be a two-parter. I'm probably not going to be awake to finish this tonight, but at least we got a good jump on it. At least we got a good jump on it tonight. Alright, another thing I see we can change right away. Where it says Goodyear, we can change that from yellow to white. Just do that right away. Make sure we're on the Goodyear. Layer, copy, delete, paste. Make the color white again. Fill it in. Boom. I'll go do it with the other one. Oops. Copy, boom, boom. Alrighty. The little minor details like that. As long as we can just keep knocking those off. Yeah, the numbers I don't think are quite correct, but as long as I got the general area of where they're going to be, I can replace them later. Driver banner. Can we do that right now? Where's the driver banner layer? Rear name, here we go. New layer, driver banner. Switch that to the, I can never remember what it's actually called, but the actual font for the driver banner. What is that called? I know I have it downloaded. Yeah, Berthold, here we go. There we go. Just so I don't have to worry about the actual text tool. Just gonna make this a little bit bigger. I'm just gonna copy this. Delete the text layer. I go back to the driver banner layer, paste. There we go. Transform, rotate counterclockwise 190. We're going to get the height of the letter to match that C, and then we'll delete the Camaro. Yeah, we want the height of the letters in Elliott to match the C in Camaro height-wise. It's a little too small. A little too small. Probably about 100, looks like. Yep. Gotta shrink them a little bit more. Alright, getting there. I suppose this would actually be a part where the scale layer tool would help. Except I always forget to check that, the lock-in part. Alright, that looks about even height-wise. To the C. Alright, we're gonna... Where's the rear name? Get rid of that now. Alright, we're gonna add a guide at the very center of the car. Oh wait, no, we got the wireframe. We can just do that. Alright, that looks about even. That looks about pretty center right there. Or is that a little too big? We can always shrink it down. Documents. Probably going to get to the 2-hour mark, so maybe like another 20 minutes or so. I'll probably call it a night. I'm starting to hit a wall, if I'm being completely honest. At least I got 2 hours worth of work done for this car, so if anyone knows of anyone that's currently working on this, if they know they're going to do a better job, just let me know so I don't continue doing it anymore. Because yeah, I hate painting a bunch and then realizing the scheme already exists. That's happened to me before. Alright, then we got the white Goodyears. I think the driver banner needs to get shrunk a little bit, the font. Just a little bit. Maybe down to 80 for the height of the letters. Is that any better? Yeah, it looks better. Alright, this part, this little side skirt, whatever that's called, needs to be red. So does that little bright lime green splitter. part. Alright, all those little details. Yeah, splitter edge. I couldn't remember the red I was using right now, so I just went back to that one. Side skirt color, there we go. That one can actually probably be a slightly darker red, the side skirt. Oops. Trying to get a darker, slightly darker red to match that color. I suppose I could be smart and just do the eyedropper tool to get the exact color. There we go. Alright, save that. I haven't even saved this file yet. That would have been bad if I lost this all. Paints. XS17. Bill Elliott. Excuse me. The front banner has 2 white sections. I think you're right. Still a bunch of details I haven't gotten to yet, that being one of them. I will though. Thanks for reminding me. Refresh. So that'll be red, and then this splitter. I thought I hit export. There we go. Oh yeah, I saved it. I didn't export the BMP file. There we go. It's getting there. We just need that correct font, or I need to find out what that font for that ISM is, because it's not the actual thing. I need to make that Junior Johnson Associates logo or find it. A-pillar logo is all these tiny little contigs right here. I suppose I can add the number up front to the front of the bumper. Need to make the roof cam white. It looks like these little fins, whatever those are white as well. Move the gas thing over to the right side. I'd say I got about halfway done today. And I got the main aspect of the car done. Now I just need to start adding on all the little smaller details. Ugh. Where'd my numbers go? Ooh, I just noticed another part of the contigs I need to fix. We got Moog, Mal, whatever that's... I have no idea how it's pronounced. Comp, Edelbrook, and Sunoco. But that sixth one in the template, J and E pistons, is not in the car in real life, so we can delete that. The J and E pistons contig. Let's delete that. Oops. There we go. Every little detail will get us one step closer to completing it. Alright, now to add that, I'm going to try adding the 23. Oops, wrong one. Go back here after we copy that, go back down to the numbers layer. Alright, where on the front of that is it? Right above that little side grill part. So right above here. Shrink it down. Even more. Too much. Alright, still not enough. It's a little bit more. Looks pretty good. Let's get rid of the mask and then export. Let's export it into the as a TGA file again, and then we'll have our other updates. We'll import that into the game as well. Elliott 2018. Let's go back into the game briefly. Excuse me. Tropical cyclone, I'll be done in like 10 minutes or so. Then you can go to bed. You can go to bed now if you want. No one's forcing you to stay up. I appreciate it though. Alright, then there's usually the 23 on the back too. But if I don't have a picture of it, I'm not going to add it unless I know for sure. That's right, those are those little white circles up in the corners of the car. That's not his, this is Spencer Gallagher's for the Darlington race. This is his. Any other pictures? Nope, not that I see. Not too many pictures of this car out yet. Just whatever were taken at this press release. Of course I'm going to upload this car. I just need to finish it first. So yeah, it's obviously not going to be tonight or tomorrow, but whenever this gets done. Alright, the roof cam and these little fins can both be painted white. If there's options for those. Is there a roof cam? Is that the rear camera or no? Roof camera, there we go. Where's the roof cam? There it is. Let's paint that sucker white. Perfect. The roof rails, is that what those are? This is. Sweet. The roof rails are white as well. Perfect. Just all these little tiny details. Each one gets me one step closer to having it done. Camera viewer, card, place. Yeah, let's see if these roof rails are white now as well as the cam. Alright. I thought they were... Wait, oh, it's these, I think. Right here, I think. Whatever that is, I need to change the color of. Let's see if that makes a difference now. There we go. Alright, so white roof rails and camera. Check. All these contingencies look correct. Oh yeah, that's right, we gotta get rid of the race car one. Although I might leave that on, because that might be there come race day. So I might just leave that on. Does anyone know of a little contingency set that exists for these little tiny rear wheel ones there? Excuse me. Shane Jones, A.11, how are you guys doing? Sorry I haven't been super interactive in the chat as of recently. I always think I'm doing good at first, and then I get in long stretches where I am just focusing purely on the painting and keep forgetting to look over. Nick Saint 16. What else haven't I gotten yet? Try... what was that? Aardvark. Try Aardvark Bold for the ISM Connect font. I will try that quickly. Let's see if I can add a couple more details before I call it a night. What was that? Aardvark Bold? Yes. Do I have Aardvark Bold and GIMP? Aardvark Bold. Oh, not images. S and the M might be decent. That we'll try it. I am not a robot. I might sound like it talking, but I'm not. And don't you have to install that TTF file somewhere? I have no idea. Alrighty. Alright, we tried downloading that. I am spent. We're just gonna do a little bit of messing around at Road America in the actual game before we go to bed. And I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for tuning in up to this point, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it somewhat. I hope this gave you a little behind-the-scenes info as to how these paints get made. And thank you so much again, your creepy uncle. You are too generous, man. You are very generous indeed. Export as. Keep spacing out. C drive, Papyrus, NR2003, ports, exports, imports, Bill Elliott, 2018. Alright, so let's drive around what I have so far. We'll have to do a part 2 maybe tomorrow night to finish this one up. So it's like I said, if you guys are planning on doing this, hopefully you don't anymore, so I don't waste anyone's time. If they're trying to put together a paint scheme and then it's already being done, and likewise, if anyone knows that someone else is already doing it, just let me know so I can stop my progress and not waste any more of my time, because I'm sure whoever else might be doing this one, if anyone else is doing it, would probably do a better job than me. Alright, so we still need the ISM logo on the front, or the hood, the quarter panel. We need that Junior Johnson Associates logo. A few more of the contigs. Maybe adjust the signatures, and aside from that, I just realized I never even added the number on the goddamn roof. We'll do that before we go to bed. We'll at least do the roof number before we go to bed. Just realized I never even did that yet. Copy. Numbers. Paste. I have to make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully the resolution isn't bad. Hopefully it doesn't make it pixelated. Shoot. It looks good width-wise. Now we just want to make it a little taller. Put it right between the two roof rails. Support TGA. Alright, it's a little bit messing around at Road America now with our creations so far. The front banner part 2. Yep, I know. That was 2 hours. Now I could use a PP poo man. Triggers. Once again, thank you so much, Creepy Uncle and 24 Rocks. A24 Rocks, that's right. You guys are awesome. Alright, so yeah, the little... Let's do that quickly too before I forget. The little white circle right at the corner of the front of the banner. Parts. New layer, banner, circles. It's the only thing I can really think of calling it. To work the way I want. And I can adjust the opacity. To make it look a little grayer instead of pure white. Actually, I had a different idea. Oops. I'll figure that part out later. These little circles on the corner of the driver banner. I'll figure that part out later. We'll just do a little bit of random messing around at Road America for 5 minutes before I get going. Apparently I'm causing people injuries from keeping them up so long. You guys can go to bed. I'm not forcing you to stay up. And even if you think I am, I'm going to be done in like 5 minutes. And we're mixing in NASCAR references with SpongeBob jokes. I'm not complaining. Just simply pointing it out.
Limit 55. Keep it under 3,500 in second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Shall not pass Austin Dillon. Anyone ever. I switched over to window mode. I'm just clicking to make sure the chat ain't frozen. Yeah, this part right here is where me and Dan were at. For the Xfinity race, turn 5, or for the IndyCar race, I mean. I'm actually gonna give you guys a tour of where we were chilling. It was a lot busier than the little paper people here would suggest. There were a lot more people. Shoot. If I could squeeze through. Usually can. There we go. Except now I'm damaged. So yeah, this part right here that I'm driving in, it's all full of tents and people and chairs.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy.
And me and Dan were right up here, like right at this part of the bleachers for the entirety of the IndyCar race.
Your front end's all smashed
and then
in.
after the IndyCar race, we came down this way.
You're smoking out there.
Yeah, we came down this way, and then we walked up here. We went past this Road America Center. Right here, there's like a set of steps. And it looks like I can't go up any further, but yeah, there's a... If you guys want to go back in my videos, get a little background behind the scenes tour, there's some little steps here. We were walking up through these woods. Then right around here, we looked over to the track and saw some smoke. We ran over, and that's when I captured the video of that, the aftermath of the crash for that Pirelli World Challenge race. The second race, not the IndyCar one.
Keep it under 55.
Yeah, we got, during that Pirelli World Challenge race, we got to do a little bit more exploring around on the track. For the IndyCar race itself, yeah, we just stayed in turn 5 the whole time. And before the race, we were wandering around the paddock, the pit road area, the pit area, I should say. Got to see some cool behind-the-scenes stuff there. So yeah, that's where we were for the IndyCar race. And we were right up in those woods, right at the top of that. The stairs when we saw and heard that crash go on, and then came and saw the aftermath. If you look at that crash, someone gets spun, and then like right here they hit the wall and were, like, came to a rest. And then for that part, me and Dan are like right up here along this fence, and then that's where I was filming down right there. for that crash aftermath video. If you guys, once again, if you guys wanted some more behind the scenes context. So we were there. It stinks during the camera, or during the replay on TV or whatever channel it was on. If the camera just zoomed out a little bit, showing like the aftermath, if it just did a little bit wider shot, you would have seen us chilling there at the fence, but we were just out of frame, I think. So then I'll show you the rest of where we went. And then we rounded this corner on the right side of the track. And then we were walking along the right side of the track, and then there's these big kind of seats built into this hill right here, right by that billboard, and not the billboard, the video screen. We were up on top of here, kind of right up by that pole, by those video screens for a few minutes, and then we kept walking down this way. And then for that final spin, for that ending of the Pirelli World Challenge video, that clip, we were right here on the right side of the track, roughly right where this tree is, facing back towards behind me. So once again, just like I said, if you want to pull up those two little short vlogs I did from the Road America race, that Pirelli World Challenge vlog, that spin I catch towards the end, we were like right next to this tree facing this way, and that's the vantage point I had. If you guys wanted any behind the scenes context, which I know that's like the 5th time I said that now. Alright, so through Hurry Downs into the carousel, turns 8, 9, and 10. Like a little background story to where I all wandered around while I was actually here for the IndyCar race a couple months ago. Now I'm going back in about 10 days. Exactly 10 days. The Xfinity race. Oh yeah, I didn't even show you guys. Where did I put them? Oh yeah, right here. It's official. The tickets. I got them. I got them today. 2 tickets to the NASCAR.
You got a slow car on the left.
Oh, yeah. Too bad we didn't. Jeez. Too bad we didn't go last year with Jeremy Clements and whoever that was. That crazy.
Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
General admission ticket like it is for the IndyCar and all other races. Who knows? Maybe he'll be wandering around the track somewhere, meeting fans. Just on the off chance that I meet Bill Elliott once this car is painted, I'm taking a print of it on my photo printer, a little 4x6 or 3x5, whatever the standard size is for photos. I'm taking it with me. Just on the off chance, on the 1 in a billion% chance that I might actually get to meet that legend. Like, hey, huge fan, I painted your new ride for a 15-year-old game that's still played by a crap load of people every single day because of how realistic it is and how much of a cult following it is.
Left side, clear.
No, it was only a matter of time before I spun. Johnson Booker. Off into the grass, in the middle of the carousel. Oh, we are in the grass. And now the carousel. Alright, let's try to take the King full throttle. Alright, yep. Not happening with the stock cars. Maybe with Indy cars you can take the King full throttle. Go for it. So many opportunities for a big wreck, and I just missed them all right there. Speaking of which, let's Let's go as a backwards big one.
Start your engines!
I think the stretch between turn 4 and 5 is probably going to be the best spot. Alright, backwards big one, then I'm going.
You've been disqualified for reckless driving.
I never try to take the kink full throttle and at a horrible angle in a stock car. Nothing learned. Weird. Took me long enough to learn this track going the right way. This 4-mile long road course. Now I'm trying to learn it going backwards.
Get ready now. Going green. 8 cars in. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
We'll catch them. We got 2 more turns before I get to the straightaway. Which I think will get to them. So I'll get them here before they get to the braking zone of turn 5. Oh, darn it. I only got 1 car. I tried to spin out across the field, but I did it a little too early.
You all right?
I'll try once more. Call me David Hoots all you want, but I'll try one more. I did that like a second too early. Well, might cause a small pile up at least. Tipped. And he got hit hard by, who was that, the 52? Is that Friesen? Clements. Wasn't that last year's winner? No, Joey Gase, never mind. Where's Friesen the 32? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, now we'll have plenty of time.
You've been disqualified.
Just want to reach them before they get to the braking zone. That was actually like the perfect spot to hit him. I just didn't get a clean shot on the pack. See you later, AI Dots 11. Thanks for tuning in. Try to get him like right under the bridge. There we go. I got destroyed. Hopefully that took out some other cars too, the ensuing pileup.
On the right. Looks like we lost that motor.
Alright, let's see if I got anyone else. That was at least a harder wreck. Uncle Annette. Is that who that was? Oh, oh, oh. God damn it. I think there's going to be a decent pile up. Oh, there we go. Oh, I saw a car landing back on all fours. I'm trying to just analyzing how big this wreck was. There goes Suarez. The 2017 Suarez. Alright, that was a little bit better. It's hard to get the backwards big ones on road courses like this. Harrison Rhodes, I thought I saw maybe flipping around his side. Oh, he was on his side. Harrison Rhodes up on his side, but did not flip. At least we got some off the ground action in that one. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for future ones, be sure to leave them down in the comments. As always, if you'd like to go check out my Twitch, Twitter, or Facebook page, I'd really appreciate it. And last but not least, if you'd like to be kind enough to help support this channel and to see what kind of cool rewards you can get in return for doing so, please feel free to check out my Patreon page down below in the description. Thanks so much to Adria Fitzy, Tommy Joyce, Jay Barker, and Kingster Cole for your support on there. I really appreciate it, you all. Thank you so much. Any other view of this? Here. And that's about it. I will see you all next time. Thanks again for watching. I think that's it. Yep. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you all later. Peace. Bye.